we'll
While
start
you're
doing
waiting, while you're waiting half a minute, can I ask you a stupid question? This is my very first time having the honor of being here. So, do I just assume that you're doing healing and whatever my body needs is going to accept it, or you have to go in the chat and tell you whatever issue is up?
Well, what happens is I'll call on one person at a time, and there'll be really
Okay.
quickie healings. And first, I'll give the introduction, and then I'll, a little bit chat. If there's any questions or comments or anything like that people would like to make, that's fantastic. And then I'll start to work with one person at a time. And just for one thing that's physiological, biological, neurological, skeletal injury, or whatever. And most people will tell me if something has happened with them, and or 5 minutes later, or as soon as we hang up from the Zoom call video, you may experience something either right away or after we get off, or walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? I've had it for all these years. And if that should happen, and it may lead into, say, if you're having a surgical procedure, um, people have said that their doctors have said, I've never seen the skin cooperate like this before, or there's nothing wrong now. I never know. I pretty much leave it to the old man or old woman upstairs, as I refer to it, which is really inside. And
Okay.
so you may experience sensations in your body if I work with you. If you do, it's because you need the sensations in order to identify. Or if you don't, that's because you don't need to have the sensations. It doesn't mean that nothing's happening, though. I hope all this makes sense to you.
It does. I'll mute myself again and hope I get called on. Thank you.
Oh, you will. You will. No problem. All righty. And where are you from, Wilma?
I'm from Ottawa in Canada.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
Yes.
welcome. We have a
Thank
foreigner
you.
here. All right, excellent. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Can you hear? All right, he must be away. All righty. All right, please, any comments or questions or anything that I can try to answer to start off? Anything anyone would like to ask or know about, I can try to answer. Nothing. You're all chicken livers. All right.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm really grateful. And a couple of things I want to mention. This Thursday, I have the healing clinic. They're 20-minute personal appointments. They're really dynamic. They're less costly than the regular appointments. And you can go to the website, markearlix.com, and you can sign up for a 20-minute appointment. There's time slots there. And let's see. Other than that, I have the healing circle every Tuesday, and I am moving. Initially, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to Philadelphia to do an apprentice training this coming weekend. I just got back from Scottsdale doing one. Excuse me, not an apprentice training. I had appointments at a healing circle there. But I'm going to Philly this weekend just for appointments and also for apprentice training. And then in about 2 weeks after that, I'm going to Scottsdale, Arizona again, and I'm going to be in Scottsdale. I'm going to be staying there a month if anyone is there. And then I'll come back to there. I'll just be doing appointments, and I have a place to stay and all like that. Someone's offered it to me, and then I'll be back here for another month, month and a half. And then I'll be making my final move to Scottsdale again. And when it's 116 degrees there, I'll just hopefully be out of town giving workshops. Or in some cooler environment. All right. Let's see. Wilma Ross, will this healing work on varicose veins? I don't think so. I've never worked on varicose veins nor fingernail growth or anything else. I don't know about that stuff. And I'm pretty much into having a person's life change. That's what matters to me. I've been doing this for about, let's see, giving appointments and workshops and teaching people and working with people with all kinds of situations for, I guess, about 48 years now. And most people tell me that something in their life has changed, and that's all really matters to me. So I hope that answers your question, Wilma. And but I can work with the heart and say if things are wrong with the heart. And most people tell me that something has changed with their situation, or say if they're going in, like I mentioned earlier, to say if they're going in with a surgical procedure, it's just amazing what the doctors have said quite often. And I don't know what else to say about that. Good question, though. Good question. Any other questions I can try to answer? Please, anything, anyone? All right. Oh boy, no questions.
I have a question.
Please, Shirley.
Oh, you're you're going to work with each of us briefly. Should the rest of us be giving energy towards the person you're working with, or we just say,
You can if you want. It doesn't matter to me.
okay?
Yeah,
Thank
I don't go by that. I stay in my genre. I don't have a communal event, but if you want to, go ahead, please. It's not going to affect what I'm doing.
Can
And
I ask the opposite of that question? If you're working
sure.
on somebody and those of us that are watching or listening are dealing with the same issue, will the healing for them affect
Many
us as well?
people, yeah, good question. Many people tell me that uh, they can identify with someone else's situation and they also sense something happening in their body. Not everyone will, but some people do. Yes. It's just like oftentimes when I'm doing a healing circle in person, uh, as soon as people walk into the room, they'll say, "Oh my God, something's happened with me. I no longer have my situation," and or some scenario of that similar nature. I contribute it all to God. Everything that I do in my life. I'm not a religious person. I choose to keep my understandings of my acceptance and knowing to myself. I want to work with all peoples, and I just let things happen by God. As I refer to it, some people call it, the creator. Other people call it the nameless one. Other people call it universal mind or consciousness or whatever. God doesn't care. Call it whatever you want. Call it Buddha, Muhammad, Christ, or Jesus, Yahweh, whatever. God doesn't care. As long as you're being open, that's all that matters. And in being open, I mean not controlling and wanting it your way. God has its way within us. It knows the perfection of what it wants to share with us, and that's what my edict is. So I hope that answers your question to some degree, Wilma.
Perfectly, thank you.
All right. Oh, fantastic. And let's see. Any other good questions? I love those. Anything else, please? I'm really grateful for everyone being here. And I will just give you everything I can from my heart. All right, Harry, you ready? Harry? Can you hear me, Harry?
Yes, Mark. Yes, Mark. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you a
Can
little
you hear-
staticky, but I can hear you.
Well, you're staticky coming this way too, for some reason.
Oh boy.
But
All right. Anything in particular you would like me to work with, Harry? One thing.
yeah, I have got some pain in my kneecaps.
Both of them?
Pain in my kneecaps, both of them. That I'd
Okay.
like you to work with.
All righty. And are you experiencing it right now, or is it only when you stand or walk?
Well, I was experiencing it just as I was moving around a moment ago, so I
Okay.
guess I can see it right now.
All right, Harry. I want to work with you for a minute or two. And I won't work with anything emotional. I for anyone here. I like to keep that private. If anyone's interested in an appointment with me, fantastic. My information is on the website or in my posts, etc., on various social medias. All right, let me work with you, Harry. All right, Harry, can you move your knees around? Tell me if you notice any difference yet, or if it's the same or worse or better or what?
Yeah, there's some improvement. It certainly felt warm as you were working on it, so I knew that you were working in there. So,
All righty. Can you do me a favor, Harry, and stretch your knees out and bring them back in? And tell me if you notice the difference yet. And be candid, please.
yes, I think so. Yes.
All right, no thinking. Are they better or not, Harry? I'm sorry?
Yes. Yes. It feels
Okay,
better.
good. All right. And let's see if it keeps incrementally getting even better and better and better. Wonderful.
Good.
All right. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your being here too. All righty. Shirley, my dear friend, turn on your mic and tell me one thing in your body that's bugging you, please.
My back has been bothering me for several years, seems to be getting weaker and weaker. It's not the spine. I don't know. I've done physical therapy, x-rays, chiropractor, and I cannot stand or walk very far unless I
Right.
have a cane. Just like It's crazy. It's really debilitating.
Well, all right. Now, um, it's not the spine necessarily. It, as you mentioned, it's the muscles that are extending from it. And it's almost like if someone doesn't use um, or express, exercise and stuff like that, what happens for that part of the body, say, we don't have the bodies of young people anymore. So what happens is the muscles become weakened. And if you say don't use it for uh, 20 years or 50 years or 100 years, it's almost like an atrophy that happens. And it develops into that. So I would highly recommend that you do some kind of back exercise for yourself. I don't know what you're doing now. It's not only walking, but it's also doing some gentle exercise to redevelop, to help the muscles remember.
Mhm.
Because that's the only thing that's really going to help. I'll do my thing, and if you do experience a relief, uh, it's only going to be temporary until you do something for yourself with that.
Sure.
Okay, all righty, hon. And so let me work with your back a little bit. And some people may feel heat or warmth or air going through the muscles. Some people may feel tingly or electrical sensation, um, or sparklies going through them. Some people may have emotional catharsis. I never know. And some people won't. If you should feel something, it's because you need to. And if you don't, it's because you don't need to. But something is still happening. All right. There we go. It started a little bit. All right, do me a favor. Can you move around a little bit and tell me if you notice, or whatever it takes to recreate?
Sure.
And tell me if it's the same, worse, or better. What do you think there, without going too far?
It feels like there's a little relief.
Good. Let's see if that doesn't develop into even more relief.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm grateful. Harry, how's your knees? Any better or different or the same or worse?
Not the same at the moment, but I'm still flexing them a little to see where we're going.
All righty. All right, let's see what this develops into. All right, my friend. And Sherry, hey, how you doing? Turn your mic on. I can't hear you.
I just clicked on something and everybody disappeared. It was like, what?
All right, how can I help you, Sherry?
I want to tell you something, Mark.
Please.
This morning, I woke up and I felt absolutely clear and
Wonderful.
calm. And, every morning I wake up, I say, thank you. It's like, for decades.
Excellent.
But this morning, it was so different. And I just couldn't wait to tell you tonight because I thought
Good.
it's really significant, just clear, calm, joyful. Yes.
Good.
So that's the most important thing. Now, right now, what's bugging me? I don't know. I'm just feeling heavy. But,
All right. All right.
yeah, thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. And let me ask a blessing on you then.
Thank you.
Okay, my dear. And there's some heartfelt stuff in your life that you might find relieved in your life. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Just
What?
now, Mark, I felt my whole head has gotten really warm in the back and warmth down my neck. Pronounced warmth down my neck. It really feels wonderful. So thank you. Thank
My
you.
pleasure, my honor. And Wilma, turn on your mic.
Now I'm torn because I want a blessing instead of jaw work. I'm just kidding. My physical issue is about 2 weeks ago, I started experiencing excruciating pain, and I couldn't tell if it was in my mouth, like my tooth, or my jaw. I did check with using my body as a pendulum, and it's apparently not a physical cause. I don't know. Anyway, I've been sending energy to it myself, and I'm finding now that it's dissipated some, but I'm
Good.
still feeling a pain. Like it started in I couldn't isolate it as being in my mouth or my jawline, and then it sort of went to just below my ear. And now, while I'm talking to you, it feels like it's a really weird thing. It's like it's on the outer edge of my jaw. And if you went all the way up to on the right hand side of my face to my forehead, it's almost like an inverted C. So that's where the pain, it seems to start in the jaw and
Okay.
then just kind of loop around. So
Okay,
I'm hoping you can do something to heal that. So
I will do everything I can to help you feel better.
and I did piggyback when you were working on Shirley. Accepted the healing when you were doing it for Harry for his knees, but I didn't feel anything. But when you
Good.
were doing Shirley's back, I could feel a lot of heat in my back. So I'm assuming that there was something adjusted there that was ready to be adjusted.
I don't know. All right, let me work with your jaw.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, you just sit and relax and let me take over.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're doing it and you're not allowing me
Okay.
to come forth. All right.
Allowing this healing to take place.
All right, move your jaw around a little bit and tell me if you notice a difference in there, Shirley. I mean, Wilma.
It does feel better. It's interesting though. I'm glad I'm not on camera because I could feel a lot of I could feel a lot of vibrations in my entire head. And then my upper lip started to do, that snarl that Elvis Presley used to do, but
I
he would
loved
just
it.
do it on one side. It was on, but my upper lip was just moving like crazy.
Cool. Now, two things. And one is there was a tension there that you can learn how to control. And that's like a muscle contraction.
Okay.
And the other thing is there's a upper tooth. I don't know which one it is, and I didn't get into that, but there's an upper tooth that, uh, in my impression, because I don't want to make any claims or diagnose or prescribe, because I know nothing medically, nothing. I guarantee that. But there's an upper tooth uh, in the back that's bad, and
Okay.
so you might, if you can nail it and hone in on it, and then check out a dentist or something.
So it's something that you think can't be healed energetically. It would have to be healed by a dentist.
Well, if there's a crack in the tooth or if there's a cavity, I in the past uh, about 15 years, I haven't healed anyone's cavities. Prior to that, people used to tell me that their teeth were better
Okay.
for about 10 or 15 years prior to those 15 years. Uh, um, I haven't worked on that kind of thing, but what has happened, people will get a relief until they can get it taken care of. It's just like
Okay.
until they start doing exercise or until they go to a doctor if they know something is wrong with their tooth or whatever.
Okay.
They're relieved to some degree. Most people tell me that.
Very interesting. Okay. Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. How does it feel now?
My jaw feels much better.
Good.
I don't, yeah, like, and I'm not feeling the pain.
Yes. All
Yeah.
right. Awesome. And
Thank
I
you.
never know how these quickie healings, long they last.
Well, I'm just gonna
They
hope,
might last. I'm sorry, you
I'm,
finish first.
yeah, I'm just gonna hope the quickie healing you did on my jaw, because you noticed the tooth, that perhaps it affected, the energy affected the tooth as well.
Yeah, who knows? I pretty much leave it to God. So,
Okay, I like that.
yeah, not my choice and not my control.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, my pleasure. All righty. And I've had where many of people that I've worked with, I've worked with maybe and taught about 25 to 35,000 people over the years. And so everyone gives me a different story and situation of their life. Many are similar, but still different. But when I've worked with people that say might need tooth repair for some reason or another, they're taken care of for maybe a month or 2 months. Give them time to get it taken care of, say medically even. I never know what someone needs. Maybe it's exercise, maybe it's diet, maybe which I know nothing about. Or it may be, sitting differently in life. Who knows? Until they start doing that, they're taken care of until they can get into a regimen or do something, whatever. Okay. So, all right. Any questions about anything so far? I can try to answer, please. Anything? Hey, Julie, how you doing? Excellent. Ruth, my dear friend. Hey, from Chicago.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
I wanted to report back. Last week, you worked on what the energy I felt was in my ear and my left ear for a pulsative tinnitus problem.
Yes.
But for the next 4 days after that, I was extremely dizzy. And it's lessened the issue, but I don't want you to work on that again. I just can't stand the dizziness.
Okay.
I was walking like crooked. That's how bad it was. I was like kind of bent over and putting my hands out for the walls.
Yes.
So
I bump into the walls all the time.
not when you're dizzy. If you could work on, I did a lot of lifting today. I
Yes.
moved 5 large crates of china, which china plates from church to my house.
Okay.
But I did make them not 20 stacks of 25. I made them stacks of 12, but still they were heavy. And I was using a cart. So if you could
Okay.
work on back pain, it's basically lower back, maybe.
Okay. I'd be more than happy to.
Thank you.
All right, can you move around a little bit there, Ruth? And tell me if you notice any difference at all, please.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Is it better?
Much better, yes.
Okay, good. All right,
Thank-
good. Shirley, one thing I want to mention is that there's two areas in your lower back from, say, right above your waist is the muscles there on each side. They're kind of weakened in there. And also, if you push in on your, say, bottom cheek, you'll notice that it's say in the center, it's tender. And so we worked on both those areas in there. And it's mostly the muscles in the upper part there going towards the spine. And the muscles, they support the spine. So you definitely want to gonna do something.
Yeah, I've been lifting weights to try to get it stronger and doing, a half hour on the stationary bike for cardio to get
Good.
to the gym at least 4 days a week.
Yes.
I gotta do something more.
Yeah. Specifically for that area. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, hon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And any other questions or comments before we go on? Please, anyone? Anything I could try to answer? Anything? All right. Julie, my dear friend, how you doing?
Good. Tonight seems to be back night. I would love it if you could work on the right side of my low back.
Things happen in waves. So, and remember, everyone, if you experience something for a moment or two, and then all of a sudden, say a sensation comes back, a discomfort or whatever, remember it's not the end of the story. And oftentimes people get little twinges, and all of a sudden they're thinking, "Oh my God, nothing happened." But if you go on and do something else after you thought that, then you'll see for the time it's not there. Most often, your situation. So I just wanted to mention that. All right, you said the right side?
My right, your left. Yep.
Yes, thanks. Dyslexia here. Ruth knows well. All right. Move around a little bit and tell me if you notice any difference yet, Julie, and be candid, please.
Yeah, I think I do.
Cool.
And it felt a little warm while you were working.
Yeah, spirit moves activity. That's what
Mhm.
spirit does. It moves activity. Like in the old days, you used to say the spirit of 76. It was a activity that happened in the population, or the spirit moved across the face of water, brought life. It brought something. It's an activity. And so this is what happened here too with people that feel the sensations of the warmth or other sensations. Cool.
Thank
Cool.
you very much.
All right, looking forward to seeing you in Phoenix or Scottsdale.
Yes.
All righty. And Peter, hey, how you doing, Peter? Can you hear me? Are you there, Peter? Do you have a mic? All right. And if there's anything and you can't speak over the computer, then if you can text on the side for the chat, I might be able to read it. All right. Nini, how you doing?
Hi, Mark. I'm
Hi.
good. Yes. Okay. Tonight I just have this like flu-like symptoms, like body ache and scratchy throat.
Yeah. Hey, definitely drink a lot of water. It's like we have a car, and
Oh, okay.
if you don't put water in the radiator, then body goes awry.
Oh,
So
thank you. I
be
am.
sure
I
to
am drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, drink a lot of water or juice, whatever. All right, let me work with you, hon.
Thank you.
There you go. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. And also keep in mind when we get something like a cold or a flu, something like that, understand the body is going through a cleansing.
Okay.
As long as you're not realizing, oh, I want to go through a great cleansing, then you're going to go through a greater one.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. You don't want to go through unnecessary cleansing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right, hon.
Thanks.
All right, good. And do drink a lot of water, even more than what you're drinking or other juices, whatever.
Okay. Will do.
All righty, great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and stay away from milk product for a short while, cheeses or anything like that.
Okay. Will do. Thank you.
All right, hon. Thank you.
Okay.
All righty. All right. Anything else, please? This is quick. We still got 15 minutes. So many more people signed up, and which happens at times. So, anything, Shirley? Any questions? How do you feel, Shirley?
I have not been walking around, but I do the gym in the morning. I think I'm gonna put something in the afternoon or late night
Cool.
to keep going.
Yeah, and be gentle with yourself.
I guess. I don't know.
All right, great.
It's the
Uh,
weekend.
Mark,
What
I
was
have
that?
a question, please.
I'm sorry, Shirley.
Oh,
Oh,
the back is so weak I can't help but be gentle with it.
All righty. All righty. Oh, there's
Peter.
Peter. Left knee. Let me work with the left knee, Peter. My right, your left. There. It was like a little break in that consciousness of the stress. Let's see if that helps you. And I pray that it does, Peter. And everyone, please keep me updated. You can email me. Keep me updated on how you're doing. And if anyone is ever interested in an appointment, let me know. I do either Zoom or telephone. It doesn't matter, or FaceTime or Messenger or whatever. And excuse me, I'm going hoarse. So please do keep me updated. And please, any questions or comments? You were going to say something, Sherry?
Yeah, Mark, may I ask, would you ask a blessing for my sister Diana? She has just told me has into congestive heart failure, and she's
Sure.
home.
Be more than happy to.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, my dear.
Thank you.
Great. And please, if anyone wishes to, you can go to the website. There's a little gifting tab there. And please feel free. The money is well used. It, number one, supports us. And number one, it helps me to help another fellow that I work with who's bipolar and schizophrenic, and it's not possible for him to get a job. And so I support him in little ways. So please feel free to give whatever you want if you choose to. And other than that, and he's older too. And so if there's any questions, please, I'd love to try to answer or comments anyone would like to make. Anything, anyone?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Sherry.
thank you for the grazing last week. Grazing, sleeping,
Yes.
grazing, eating, grazing, sleeping. It's like, oh, it makes such good sense. It like took all the air out of the out of the balloon. It just
It goes well with some people.
Yeah.
And I suggested it because I thought that it might go well with you.
It did. Thank you. Thank you.
All righty. Knee feels lighter. Got sharp pain in the right side while you're working with it. Thank you. My pleasure. And I pray that the pain is all gone, and that it keeps and the knee keeps getting even more light. All right. Well, please, again, we got the appointments. We have healing clinic on the 20-minute appointments on Thursdays if you sign up on the website. And we got the classes going on. If you go to the website, they'll be updated. Hopefully the links work and you'll be able to, go in. Everything's in the processes of being corrected on the website and updated as well. And if you go to the website and sign up for the newsletter, that will keep you updated on any information of where I am, what I'm doing, the appointments, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you all so much. I'm grateful that you were here, and I pray that everything keeps accentuating and getting greater and greater with you.
Thank you, Mark. I feel better now.
Too. Bless you, Mark. Thank you.
All right. And please tell people about this. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Next time.